All right. So what I did is I got a spreadsheet here with all these in them. I just randomized it. So whatever order these in is the fates have decided. So here we go. First item up for bid is the Vistion in-car DVD player with Game Boy Advance feature. This is from William Gonzalez from GameSwap. Are you out there in the crowd right now? Raise your hand. There he is, right back there. Awesome. What kind of payment will you accept on that?
Cash or PayPal?
Cash or PayPal on this item. This is new, removed from the box to test, but includes a controller which was originally sold separately. And what this was like a dockable entertainment system you could install in your car that played DVDs, but it also played Game Boy Advance games. And it has the controller there was sold separately, so to have these, pretty cool. Hang on, my mic's pooping out. Check, check, check. Okay, good. All right, so this item, again, no reserves tonight. I'm going to start this item at $10. $10. I got $100 right there. Do I have 110? 110 in the back, 120, 130, 140, 150, 200 right here. I heard 200 over here. You got to yell out. 210, 220, 230. I still see 230 in the back. 240. 230 in the back, 147 is 230. I'm looking for 240. 240, I saw it here first, I'm looking for 250. 176 to 240, I'm looking for 250 there, looking for 260. 260 in the back, 147 to 260, looking for 270. 270 over here in the left, 280 here, 280, 147 is a 280. 280, number 147. 280 going once. 290 on the left here. I got 290. I got 300. Number 146 in the front, new bidder. 146 with $300. Do we have 310? I got 310. Number 137. I got 310 looking for 320. 310. 320 in the back. 320 looking for 330. 320 is the current bid. 320. Hold your number up back there so I can see it. Real. 320. Number 231. $320 going once. 320. 330, number 137. 330 is the current bid. 330 going once. 340, number 231 to 340. Looking for 350 now. 350 is the current bid. 350 going once. 350 going twice. Sold to number 2, 3, 1 for $350. All right, the next item. Oh man, this is super sweet. This is the Earthbound packages here. New, old stock, unfolded U.S. Earthbound packages. So this is what we call a choice auction. It's the only one we're going to do like this tonight. So I won't go into a lot of detail. But the story here is the gentleman, Steve Lopez. Stevie in the house here? Right there, Steve. He got them from his wife's friend. He auctioned some of these off last year and they were very popular. His wife's friend worked for Nintendo for 26 years, acquired them about 15 or 20 years ago. Nintendo of America was going to throw them away, so she saved a bunch of them in her garage. So these are getting much rarer. He's sold so many of these, so I don't think he has many left. So these are both Earthbound packages. What we're going to do is the high bidder on this item gets to pick which one of the two they want. Then they have the option to purchase the second at that same price. And then if we don't auction that off, then we lower the price and then see who else wants it. Make sense? All right. I think every time I've done this, the person's bought both of them. We'll see. All right. So when you bid your number, your high bid your number, it's for one of them, and you get to pick which one. Okay.
If you want a closer look, you got to motion me forward, okay?
There you go. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to go $50. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 150. 160, 170, 180, 190, $200. I still see two, so I'm going to go 210, 220, 230. I still have 240, 250, 260. Wait, 250. Here's the 250. Hold your thing up. 147 to 250. Do I have 260? I have 260 here. I need 270. I have 270. No? 147 or you have 270? So I got 260 at number 221 right now. $260, number 221. 260 going once, 260 going twice, I got another bidder here at 270, number 179, 179 at 270, and in the back we're at 280 now. 221 at 280, 280, number 221. 280 going once. I got 290, number 179 now. Now I got 300 in the back. 221 at 300. 221, $300. 221 going once. $300 going once. Number 221. $300 going once. 310 right here, number 179. Now we're at 320 in the back. He's holding it up. 320 going once. 320 going. 330 now. 340 now. 340 in the back. Do I have 350?
Yes.
340. Do I have 350? 340, number 221. 340. 340 going once. Wow, this is going up. 340 going twice. 350, number 179. 360 in the back. He wants it. 360 is the current bid. $360 for one of these items. Now we're at 370 in the front. Now we're at 380 in the back. 380 is the current bid. 380. 380 going once. 380 going twice. 390 now. 390 is the current bid. I'm at 390. Hold up your sign in the front there. 179, I'm at 390. I'm looking for 400. 390 is the current bid. We got the 400 now. 221, we're at $400. 221. 400 going once. 400 going twice. Sold for $400. Can you find out if he wants one or both? Check them out real close there. Let me know if you want one or both. Who was the other bidder who was bidding against him? Hold your card up there. Okay. What's that, both? Both, that's $800. Congratulations. Very nice. Round of applause for that one. All right. Moving on here. The next one is a Nintendo Game Boy test cartridge from Josh Hamblin. Josh, he is here. I know. I see him right there. There he is, number 127. He's the gentleman you'll pay. Is this, hold it up there, Josh. That's the thing, right? Is that? Okay. I don't have much of a description here. I don't know, Josh, if you want to say anything about it. Yell it out and I'll repeat it.
Nintendo Game Boy test card, you plug it in, it goes through the system, makes sure you know.
Okay, it's a Game Boy test card. You plug it into the Game Boy and it goes through and tests all the features of the hardware so that you know it's working.
Is it in Japanese or $30?
Well,
The question was, is it in Japanese? And he said no. The label is in Japanese though. The menu is in English. It's from the Nintendo Service Center. I'm hearing somebody say, I always believe voices on the So I'm sure that's true. All right.
any form of payment, PayPal,
Yeah, Josh takes pretty much, credit card, PayPal, or cash.
or you work it off with
All right. Let's start bidding at $50. $50, so 50, 50, 60, 60, 70,
200.
200, 194, 200. Is that 210 in the back there? We're at 210. Hold your card up in the back so I can see it. 185, 210. 210 is the current bid. 210, 210 going once. 210 going twice. Sold for $210. All right. Nice and fast. That's all I want. Good for you. All right, the next item up for bid here is a lot of 4 Commodore CD-TV or CD32 games. These belong to Jeff Sorensen. Jeff, where are you? I think there's some of each. So if you could grab this, let me, you're going to read them off real quick?
Yeah, we've got the Lemmings for the CD TV. Moving it gives me a stomach ache.
Which one is that one for? That one's for...
They're all the CD TV.
Are you
All
sure?
the, yeah, they're all the same thing.
All right, never mind that I said CD3.
No.
Oh man.
I'm a really fake gamer. So the CD TV multimedia for Lemming. And then moving gives me a stomach ache is also for CD TV.
Wait, that's the name of the game? Yeah. Oh, I thought it was like, Richard, kill him.
Reading, I didn't know what these are. Thomas's snowsuit.
That one's sealed, isn't it?
It's sealed. Nobody
okay.
knows
So
the
that
mystery of
was
the snowsuit.
So
That
Lemmings, Moving Gives Me a Stomachache, the classic Lotus trilogy, and Thomas Snowsuit.
That's also for CD. Now this one's for CD32. It's the classic Lotus trilogy.
Okay, so one of them is for CD.
One of them.
The classic Lotus trilogy, the other three for CD.
Right, that's-
All right,
yeah,
good
that's-
enough. So this came from a lot from the estate of Jeff's father, Jeff Sorensen, who has owned for many years Clackamas Computers, and he is retiring. So he has a lot of amazing stuff in his store. He sold Commodore stuff back in the 80s, Amiga, Apple. So he's had a lot of interesting things. So several of the items in the auction tonight are going to be from that estate.
They know me as DJ Switch around here, Chuck.
DJ Switch. Thank you, DJ Switch. So we went with Jeff to his father's business to help him go through it, and it was really quite an adventure. We had a lot of fun. Jeff, we do appreciate that, getting to see some of that history there. So, which we'll get to share with you tonight. All right, so let's go ahead and go through these. Let's start bidding at 20 bucks. The 20 bucks there, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 239 at 70. That's 70 bucks, number 239. Excuse me. 239, 70 bucks going once. I have 80 right here, number 161. I have 90 in the back. I have 100 right here, 161. 161 at $100. $100. 100 going once. 100 going, I have 110 in the back. 120 right here, 120 in the front. Oh, I have 130 in the other back now. 130 is the current bid. 130 in the back. Interested? No? In the back, can you hold your card up so I can see it? We're at 130 back there, number 153. 130 going once, 130 going twice. Sold for $130 for number 153. Thank you very much.
I beat that copy of Lemmings when I was 10. Please do not.
Jeff has a lot of history with some of this stuff too. Yeah, I mean, you were a kid, right, when you were in your dad's store hanging out? Yeah, that's amazing stuff. I love when some of these items have a lot of identifiable provenance, like we know where they came from in the history. It's always a lot of fun. So this next item, speaking of provenance, this is an original code printout for Yar's Revenge that we're selling for Howard Scott Warshaw, who is here. Howard, are you in the room tonight? I don't know if he's here, but we're taking care of this for him, so you can come up here. Exactly. So this is, did I ring those now? I didn't. So, yes. So Howard Scott Warshaw, for those who don't know, and I'm sure you probably mostly do here, is the programmer of Yar's Revenge, arguably one of the best games on the Atari 2600 system. And this is a source code printout that he did. Richard, what's the date written on there, just so I can, because it's not from when he wrote the game, but it was a little later. Bring it up here. June of '84. And it's got his handwritten notes on it from when he printed it out. Also, he signed it recently. So it's got his signature on it.
Also a coffee stain on it right here.
And it's got, yeah, coffee ring. That's authentic. All right. So let's start the bidding on this item at $100. 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, $300 here. 310, 310 here, 320 in the back, 330 here, 340, 350, 360, 360 in the back. 360 is the current bid. 370 here, 380, 390, 400, 410, 410 right here. Got 410. Anyone else? Rick is bidding $410, number 124. 420 over there. 430 back here. We're at 430 for Rick Wise. 440, 450, 460, 470, 480, 490, 500, 510, 520, 530, 540, 550, 560, 570, 580, 590, 600, 600. So Rick's got it right now for 600. Anyone? I got 610, 620, 630, 640, 640. So I'm gonna write this number down so I don't forget it. So right now we're at 640. So Daryl, who's bidding over here, is a huge Yars Revenge fan. If you've seen the Yars Revenge arcade cabinet that's in our arcade, he made that. That's how much of a fan he is of Yars Revenge. So this is really tough for me because I love both these things. So we're at 640 with Rick. Is that where we're staying? 640 going once?
Come on.
640 going twice? 650. Jose, I'm a new bidder, 650. And Rick's going down? What? All right, Jose, you're at 650. 650 going once? 650 going twice? So, Jose. Also another great bidder that we love to have in the auction. Thank you very much. So we'll hook you up with Howard to get that all settled up. All right, moving on to the next item. Commodore VIC-20 diagnostic cartridge, also from the state of Jeff, DJ Switch's father. Pretty standard item. I think this comes up on eBay from time to time. It's just a regular diagnostic cartridge you put in a VIC-20 and it tests the system. So I'm going to start the bidding on this at 20 bucks. $20 on the die, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 at Ian. Staying at Ian was 70. 70, number 122. $70. 70 going once. 70 going twice. I have $80 back here. $80, number 178. $80 is the current bid. I have 90 here. $90, number 122. 90 is the current bid. 90 going once. I have $100 in the back. Now I have 110. 110 in the front. I have 110. $110, number 122. 110 going once. 110 going twice. Sold for $110, number 1, 2, 2, Ian, thank you. Next item up for bid from Kay Kona. Kay, you out there? There he is in the back. Kay has brought us tonight a Sega Saturn with the RIA optical drive replacement emulator installed. This is you take out the optical drive, you put in a little reader that'll read SD cards so you can play homebrew games and backups and all that good stuff. There are no ROMs on this device, so you're on your own there, of course. It comes with S-video cables and a power cable and a controller and a 3D printed tray to prevent the loss of the SD card in the system, like a little card that, or a little tray that protects it. And a RIA optical drive emulator, and a 128 gigabyte SD card set up with the latest RIA operating system installed and configured. Again, no ROMs on this device. So this is, for those of you who know Saturn fans, I have a question.
You're not here, so I'm bidding for him.
Okay, perfect, no problem. You gotta just grab his number or whatever and hold it up. Okay, so I'll take, you want me to just go a little slower?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you got it. All right. We're starting the bidding at for this item at $400. So I have $400 bid, $400. This is actually, if you know what this is, I have 400 bid, number 135. I have 410 here. I have 420 in the back. 430 here in the front. 430 is number 161. $430 is the current bid. 430. I'll give you a second to hit that. Yep, I'm going to give it a second. We're at 430. $430 is our current bid. We're just waiting for a little translation to happen here. You guys okay? Or you need a minute? Okay. Taking a minute. Is that Don back there that's bidding? Yeah. Cool. 430 is our current bid. Give him a second.
440?
We're 440 in the back. We're 450 in the front. 450 here. 450 is the current bid. Number.
He's out. He's out.
He's out? Okay. So 430 is our current bid? Is that right? Did I lose track of it? 450, that's right, it was. 450 going once, 450 going twice. So, for 450 for 161. Thank you very much. All right, the next item up for bid here is the, oh, this is a great lot. This is from Josh Hamlin. Right here in there, Josh, this is a lot of free manufacturer sample Nintendo wristwatches. And I'm going to read you what he said here about these. This is really kind of a one-of-a-kind item. These are one-of-a-kind preliminary samples that were found in the possession of a salesman who had represented several companies over the last 25 years. He said that they have been in storage since he first received them. He was unable to get more details from the guy before he lost the contact information, but it's believed that the company used the Nintendo wall watch clock designs to make these watch samples that they were then trying to sell to Nintendo to get them to produce them. So they wanted to be the producer of these watches, so they mocked these up. So each one has slight differences. So they're, what are they, two, Zelda one, maybe you can, two Mario and one Zelda is yeah. Okay, Michael, you have a question?
Yeah, so are these official Nintendo products?
No, they are actually, so a company wanted to manufacture, that probably made novelty watches, mocked these up so they could go to Nintendo and say, hey, we make novelty watches, we'd like to license your intellectual property to make them. And maybe, that's the theory here. Yeah, so it's kind of so really the idea is just look at what's there. They are marked with a Nintendo copyright. Josh, you have something to add?
They're marked Nintendo. There's no other manufacturer marking on them. There is a label that says preliminary sample. I think it was September 18, 1989.
Okay, so there's no, they're marked with Nintendo copyright, no other manufacturer mark of any kind. They are marked as manufacturer sample, preliminary sample.
No manufacturer's name.
No manufacturer's name.
You know, they were released the same year as the wall clock. So,
What was the date you said?
September of 1989.
September of '89. Isn't that date's on the box?
On one of the boxes.
On one of the boxes. Okay. And if you look at the boxes closely, they're clearly vintage. They're not new. Thank you, Hans. Hans gave me gaffer tape. All right. Does anyone have any questions? I know this is one of those items. It's like, I want to be really clear. We're not saying these are in. We're saying this is what we know about them. So you can bid and at your own risk, and then yes, Josh.
I just wanted to be really upfront. So there were a total of, I think, 17 or 18 that the guy had. They're all slightly different variants, colors, samples, different bezel sizes, and everything.
So in the lot you got, there were 17 or 18 total watches.
I have a total of 8. My brother kept a few. He was the one that found them. He kept a few for
Okay,
his own
you have 8. Your brother kept some for the lot.
None of them have been sold. This is the first lot being sold.
Okay.
And I'll have 5 more like, at my booth tomorrow.
Okay, so he has some more at his booth. But the total lot found was about 18. Okay, there we go. Now you know what I know. So let's do this. We're starting bidding at $100. $100, 100 right here, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 210 number 194. 194 is at 210. 194, $210. 194 is the current high bidder. 210 going once.
1 second.
210 is the current bid. We're holding there for a sec. 210. Hi, Reggie. 210 is the current bid.
Anybody else over here?
One more look over here. Thank you, Richard. I know you're doing a lot of work tonight. We appreciate it. These are always really interesting items when they come up, and there's no history, we just don't know where they came from. I always find this fascinating. Okay, we're at 210 still back here.
Anybody else?
210 going once. I gotta wrap this up. 210 going twice. 220 right there, number 179. We're at 220, 179. 220 going once. 220 going twice. Sold for 222. Number, what's that number there? 179. 179, $220. All right, next item off the bid is the Pursuit of the Pink Panther Atari 2600 cart from Jose. Jose's right over here. There he is. This is a reproduction of an unreleased prototype Atari 2600 game, Pursuit of the Pink Panther. And reproductions of this game are kind of uncommon because of the difficulty of burning this particular kind of ROM image. So we are going to start bidding on this item. Again, just to be totally clear, this is it was an unreleased prototype, so this is a reproduction. Start bidding at $50. $50 on the Pink Panther. $50 is the current bid. $50 going once. $50 going twice. And sorry, Jose. Oh wait, I see a 50 right there. Serious? 162. Anyone else put their sign up? 162 at $50. $50 going once. $50 going twice. $60 right here, number 122, $60. 60 going once. $70 right here, $70 for Pink Panthers. $70 going once. $70 going twice. $80, $80 going once. 90, 90 now, $90 up per 100. $90 going once. $90 going twice. So for $90 too, what's the number there, sir? Hold that up for me. Yeah, 162 for $90. Thank you. I keep touching this cord and fidgeting and messing up. So sorry about that. The next one up here is it's got an interesting item from Corey from Classics. Corey, there he is right there. We love Corey here at the Retro Gaming Expo. This is a Bear, the company, like the drug company Bear, Digit blood glucose meter cartridge for the Nintendo DS.
Chuck?
Oh, that.
You want more information?
I don't know how much information we need.
You got it.
Yeah. So what this is it's like a game cartridge that it plugs into your Nintendo DS, but it's also a blood glucose meter that you put the little test strips in. So for kids who are diabetic, they can test their blood sugar and play a game at the same time. So it encourages their good habits for checking the blood sugar. So it's kind of a cool thing.
Here comes the jokes at my expense. There's no jokes at your expense. If you want to see it closer, wave me down with your hand that's not your bid number. Otherwise, we'll say it is a bid. And it does come with 2 free chocolate bars.
And there it is. All right, so I think it's important to point out, I don't know that anyone would actually use this device for its intended purpose, but the strips inside are expired, so you can't actually, I wouldn't recommend using them to test your blood sugar. Additional...
You can still buy the strips retail. You could use it.
Okay, so the strips for that particular type of blood glucose meter are available, so you
Still
can...
buy them. You can walk into any Walmart pharmacy and buy them.
Awesome. There you go. So if you want to actually purchase that for a child who has diabetes, then you could certainly continue to use it. Or Toby. All right. On the place here. All right, so we'll just try to crank through this one pretty quick. It's pretty self-explanatory. Oh, it's sealed too, right, Corey? Sealed? Yeah, it's sealed. All right, $20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. So 3 bidders now, 140, 150. I have 2 bidders, 160, 170, 180. We're at 180 right here, number 232. 180 is the current bid. $180. 180 going once. 180 going twice. I have 190 right here. Looking for 200. I got 200 now. $200. 200 is the current bid. $200 for the blood glucose meter for Nintendo DS. $200 going once. 200 going twice. Sold for $200. For 2, 3, 2. Thank you, sir. All right, next item on the bid. This is another from the Sorensen estate. This is a lot of 1980s Apple computer authorized dealer signage and a Apple pen holder. This is really one of my favorite items in the auction. There are 2 framed and signed certificates from Apple Computer certifying that the business is an authorized dealer and an authorized service center for Apple. And so these are actually, the 2 signs are actually signed. It's not a print of somebody's signature. Somebody signed it from Apple. And then on the back, the one says property of Apple. Don't tell Apple. But, yeah. So one of them is authorized dealer, and one is authorized service center. And then the third item is a little Apple, it's a hardwood pen holder with an Apple logo. It's like routed out of it, a little brass Apple logo put inside of it. Jeff will hold up there. We don't have the pen. It's kind of cool because it probably sat on his dad's desk, and you can see where he's like traced the Apple logo with his pen probably a million times, so he's on the phone or whatever. Yeah, I was saying to you. Yeah, nice. So yeah, definitely some history here. Let's go ahead and get cooking on these. I'm gonna start at $50. $50. So I got 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. 2 bidders still. 110. Not in the back. You're not at 110. You're at 110 here. 110. Looking for 120. 110 is the current bid on the Apple plaques and the pen holder. 110 going once. Got 120 in the back, or 130 here. 130 is the current bid. 130, number 122. 130 going once. 130 going twice. Sold for $130. Thank you very much. Next item on the bid is a Atari 2600 prototype loaner cart of the game Big Bird. This was contributed to us by Ian Ure. Ian, are you out there anywhere? There he is in the back. And he donated this to PRGE. So the money for this auction is going to go to support the mission of Portland Retro Gaming Expo. For those of you who don't know, we are a nonprofit or a 501c4, and we do this show. All of us are volunteers. Nobody makes a salary, so any money we earn tonight goes to making the show happen and trying to keep our door prices and our vendor prices as low as we can. All right, so keep doing this. The next, so this has a date on it. So these loaner carts always have a little sticker. It's the game is Big Bird, and then the date is 6/1/83. And if you go to the Atari Prototypes website and you look this game up, that date doesn't actually show up for one of the known ROM images. So this could likely be some in between one that has never been done. Don't know. This is a thrift store find actually, so you know we're not really sure what the provenance is.
Buy it and take it down.
Yep. Richardson's buy it and take it down.
Buy it and take it down, guys.
All right. So the Big Bird cart, we're gonna start this. We'll start at $10. $10. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 80 here, looking for 90. I'm at 80 with Jose, looking for 90. $80 going once. 90 back here in the back, I'm at $90. 90, 100 in the front. $100 is the current bid for the Big Bird card. $100 going once. 110 I saw back there. I'm gonna go 120 here, and then I'm gonna go 130 here because he's keeping his hand up. We're at 130. 130 is the current bid, 130 going once. He looks very firm about that. 130 going twice. Sold for $130 to bidder number 125. Thank you, sir. Next item up for bid is an Xbox kiosk, which is kind of hard to miss here in the corner. This comes to us from Chris Donner. I don't know if he's still here, or if Chris and Daryl are still in the room, but oh yeah, back there. This is fully functional, includes a Metal Slug game, and it has the Halo Green Edition Xbox and two Duke-style controllers in the front. So this, Daryl and Chris, they're from Game Over Arcade in Lincoln City, and they're also one of the contributors of a lot of our arcade games in the arcade. So everyone's give it up for Game Over Arcade. We really appreciate these guys. If you ever get out to the coast, go to Game Over Arcade. The place is awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and get cooking on this guy. The Xbox kiosk, $100. So I have 100 right here. Look for 110, 120. I see lots of hands. 130.
Who wants to see it? I'll bring it to you.
Who said 200? Right there, I have 200. Look for 210, 220. The question is it the original television? It looks like it, because it looks just like the one Rick has on his.
Television is a Samsung. It looks to be about 20 inches, and it does not have any screen burn.
Yeah, that's all we know. So you know what we know now. So we're at 230. Who's still up at 230? I see a few. 240, 250, 260. I still have 3. Now I have 2. At 260, 270, 280, 290, 300. 300 right here, 141. 310, 320, I'm at 320, number 141. 330, 340. I'm at 340 right now, number 141. $340, I'm at 350, I'm at 360. 360, number 141. 360 going once. 370, and 380. 380 is the current bid, number 141, 380 going once. 380 going twice, 390 right here in the front, and we got a 400 in the back. 400 is the current bid. Let's give it a second to sink in. We got 410 now, we got 420. 420, y'all. 420 is the current bid for 141. 420 going once. 420 going twice.
Going all night, guys.
Sold for $420, number 141. Congratulations. You see this in really fantastic condition here. You got a good deal there. All right, next one is the lot of another Sorensen estate here. A lot of 4 various diagnostic cartridges for the Commodore 64 and 128. They, I think one of them has a label. 3 of them are label-less. One of them looks almost like a cartridge tester. So if you're really interested in Commodore stuff, just get a good close look at this before you bid. But this did come, so when I was at the Collectibles computer store, they had a repair area, and in one of the drawers were a lot of their repair diagnostic tools, and these 4 cartridges were in there, along with the big 21. So that's pretty much what I know. Just the labels had fallen off of 3 of them after so many years of use, but I know some of them are for 128 and some of them are for 64. So you get a good close look if you're interested. If anyone's interested in seeing this before we bid, just raise your hand real quick and I'll make sure Richard gets over to you. Ian right here behind you, Richard would like to just take a quick look and then we'll get cooking. Okay, and then we have one more. All right, that's enough, Ian. You see him. Richard, over here, whenever you're done with Ian, there's another fellow right over here. Or another 2 people, I should say. All right, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna crank through it. 20 bucks. Anyone? 20 bucks right here. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I'm at 80 in the guy standing up in the back. We're at 80 bucks. 90 here in the front, and $90 with Ian. $90 is the current bid. 100, 110, 120. Wait, are you bidding back there? Okay, we're at 120 with Ian then. 120, or 122. 120 going once. 120 going twice. 130 here. 140. 140 for Ian. 140 is the current bid. Is there a bid in the back? Sorry, we're at 150 in the back now. 150 in the back, 160 in the front, 170 in the back, 180 in the front. We're at 180 with Ian right now. $180 is the current bid. 180 going once. 180 going twice. 190, I saw that one first. Now, do you want to bid? We're at 190 in the back. Do you want to bid over there? Number 126 is at 190. 190. 190 going once. 200 in the front. 200 is the current bid. 200 going once. 200 going twice. Sold for $200. Thank you, sir. Oh, Ian's number. What's your number? One more time, Ian. 122. All right, next item up here are two vintage original and magic posters from Willie Aguilar, who is a graphic designer at Magic, and he is here at the show this weekend. He brought these two posters from his personal collection. No, it's not those two, they're in their roll. And so they're kind of amazing because they're vintage, but they look brand new. Except for there's two of them. One of them's from Atlantis and one's from Microsturgeon. And the Microsturgeon one was on the outside, and the rubber band sort of melted onto it, so it has like a little stripe around it. Actually, I think they're both in that roll, so yes, yeah. Oh, it did. Oh, okay, cool. So again, this is directly from Willie, who had a hand in designing these posters, and he wanted to put them up for sale here. He is cash only on this deal. It says here Willie worked with another designer there, Michael Becker. So he and Michael worked together on this from about 1983. They are in mint condition. And is it iMagic or iMagic? Because Willie said iMagic, and I always thought it was iMagic. No. Any opinions on that? Tomato, tomato.
Anything else?
iMagic.
Anybody back there?
iMagic. Anyone else need to see them? I'm going to go ahead and get started. Actually, raise your hand if you need to see these before you commit. I don't see any hands. Okay. Let's go ahead and get cracking. $40 on the posters. Both posters, 40, 50, 60. Who said 100? Hold your hand up. Okay, I got 100 right there. I look for 110. 110 here, look for 120. 110, 120 in the back. Got 120 back there. 130 here in the front. 130 with Billy Galaxy. $130 bid up front. 140 now is bid in the back. 140 is the current bid. 140 going once. I got 150 with Jose. 150 is the current bid. 150. 150 going once. 150 going twice. Sold for $150. What's your number one more time, Jose? Okay, 125. I should have that committed to memory by now. All right. Oh man, this next item is going to be interesting. This is the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy. David Rosenthal, you here? Yeah, he's right there. Okay, so he's got this one up for auction. And questions? I see right here, Michael. What's up? Is it a serious question?
It's a serious question.
All right.
Is he going to help deliver it?
Hold on, it does come apart. So
It comes apart.
It comes apart for easy.
You can fit it in a little set. Easy there, Tiger.
There is it was in a retail shop. There is some wear and tear to it being in a retail shop. Nothing that can't be
Okay.
crazy.
It was in a retail shop, so it does have some pretty typical retail shelf or showroom wear. I mean, from here, it looks pretty darn good. A few stuffs and some light cracking. Anyone who's really serious about this, come up and take it. I want to see it. You're Richard can't bring this one to you, unfortunately. No, so let's get cooking. 200 bucks, 250, 300, 350, 400.
$500.
I heard 800 here. 850, looking for 850, 900. Still got 3 up. 950, 1,000. 1,100. We're 1,100 right here. Now I'm at 1,200. Now I'm at 1,300. $1,300, number 173. $1,300 is the current bid. $1,300 going once. She's over there. Now we have $1,400 in the back. Now we have $1,500 in the front. $1,500 is our current bid. $1,500, number 173.
He said 15.
Oh, he said 15. 16 right here. 173. 16. What do you think? 17. 18. We're at $1,800 on the fall outside. 1,800 is the current bid. 1,800 going once. 1,900 is the current bid. We're looking for an even 2K. We got it right here in the front. Number 173. $2,000 is the current bid. 2,000. That's great. 2,000 going once. 2,000 going twice.
Put up the paper.
Sorry, what's the question? No question. Just some shenanigans. 2,000.
$2,050.
I'm going at $100. I'm gonna stick with that. We'll be here all night. 2,000 is our going number. If you want to go to 2,100, we'll move the bid forward. 2,100 would be the bid. 2,000 going once. 2,000 going twice.
We're getting on $50.
That's it. We got it. 2,100? No. No sale. Okay. 2,100 going once. Give you a second to think about it. 2,100 going twice. It's yours for $2,100. Number 193, $2,100. Fun. I love these options. All right, the next item is a Nintendo DS WarioWare Touch double-sided promotional vinyl banner. I love me some point-of-sale banners. This is Kay Kona. Kay's in the back there. You can pay that gentleman if you are the winner. Nintendo DS WarioWare Touch double-sided promotional vinyl banner around 2 feet by 3 feet. The starting, I don't need to tell you all that stuff. Where is it? It's kind of orange colored, I believe. Oh, mystery boxes are coming, my friend.
Over here.
All right, let's get cracking. 10 bucks. 10 bucks. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Got 60, number 147. Got 70 over there. Got 80 over there, number 147. $80 is the current bid. $80 going once. $80 going twice. And we are sold at $80, number 1. Is from Game Swappers, William Gonzalez. Where are you again, William? Are you here? Game Swappers? William? Oh, there he is. Sorry, dude. I didn't see you over there. This is an Xbox development kit. Tested and working. He did evaluate it. There are no games or unreleased prototypes or whatever installed on that. It's the dev kit, so it's the clear one, but it's kind of tall. Yeah, there you go. So you're just getting the unit. I mean, everyone has all the other hookups and stuff. You guys know what this is. I don't need to go into any great detail. But we are going to start this bidding at only $10. Going to get 10 bucks, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 200 bucks. I got 210, 220. I'm at 210 right here. 115, 210. Got 220 in the back. Looking for 230, and I got it here. 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300, 310. Got 310 in the back. Number 185, $310. 310 for the dev kit going once. 310. Got 320 here. Got 320 in the front. Got 330 in the back. 330, number 185. 330 going once. 330 going twice. I saw 340 there. What? Hold your number 178 is 340. We'll go 350 here. Okay, we're at 350 right in the front here. 350 going once. 350 going twice. Got 360 in the back again, number 185. 360 is our current bid. $360 for the Xbox dev kit. 360 going once. 360 going twice. Sold for $360. Number 185. Next item up here is from Video Game Wizards, and this is a kind of an uncommon Wii item, a Wii Cyber Bike. Do we have the Cyber Bike here? There it is. See, Wii Cyber, does it have a, I didn't really get a good look at this one. I don't know if Nick or Lacey can give us a little story about it, or, oh, they're not here. Is there a game in there? Yeah, maybe bring that over for me, Richard. Thank you. Oh yeah, it's got the game, the Cyberbike game, and it's got the connector cable. Oh, it's an interesting cable. It's got a USB on one end and a GameCube on the other. So these go together with that exercise bike over there. And did they? I don't even know what the minimum bid is on this, so we're just gonna roll with it. Whoops. This is a bike joke. I made a joke. I wasn't even trying. I know. All right. Where to go on this? Let's start with 50 bucks. 100 bucks right there. Look for 110. Got 110 right here. Number 173. We're $110. 110. Got 120 in the back. Number 126. Got 130 here in the front. 130 is the current bid on the Wii Cyberbike. 130 going once. 130 going twice. I saw 140, number 148. I got 150 back here, number 173. 150 is our current bid. Now I have 160, another person in the back. Now I have 170 here, 170, 180 now in the back, 190 in the front, 200 in the back. 200 is the current bid. Number 185, you have the current bid at $200. 200 going once. 200 going twice. Sold for $200, number 185. Awesome. All right. Next item is a Sean Kelly Vectrex Multicart 3.0, a recent version he just came out with. This new 3.0 multi-cart has a lot of new homebrews and great stuff on it. Sean donated this cartridge to PRGE for us to auction to benefit our organization. Sean Kelly being one of the originators of the Classic Gaming Expo and the National Video Game Museum in Frisco, Texas, which I highly recommend you check out. It's not that one. That's the one that goes to Gerald's lot. It's with the box. Did it not make it in here? It's not down there. We found it. It is found. Oh, and it's got a green shell case. Oh, it's signed by Sean? Awesome. So it's signed by Sean, who makes these cards. He gets all authorizations by his by the homebrew owners, which is kind of cool because some people just rock with these things without getting the owner's permission. So he's got permission for all the ROMs on this thing. And again, this is in box. No, it's basically every US release Vectrex game Probably every release Vectrex game. I think it's even the weird ones like the vacuum cleaner one or whatever. And it's got all the 3D ones, the light pen games, all that good stuff. Plus a lot of homebrews that have come out since version 2.0, which is where Oh, okay. So there is an interesting diagram in the back that shows all the various versions of it that Sean has created, a little history of the cartridge. All right, so let's get cooking on this. Again, this benefits PRGE, and we'll take cash or credit. 20 bucks, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So I've got 2, 130, and 130 right here, number 232.
150.
Got 150, 160 here. 170, number 137 and 170, I'm at 180 over here. 180 with Anthony. $180 is the current bid. Supporting PRGE, $180. Going once.
Now give me a second.
Okay, we're gonna sit tight for one moment. 180 is our current bid. We're holding over here with Anthony. 180. The Sean Kelly 3.0 part. $180. 180 going once. Got 190 in the back. 190 for number 198. 190 going once. 190. Got 200 up here with Anthony. Again, $200 is the current bid. $200 going once. $200 going up. 210 in the back. Got 210. 210 is the current bid. Number 198. 210 going once. 210 going twice. Sold for $210. Thank you very much for supporting PRGE. And once again, thanks to Sean Kelly for donating that part. Number 198, $200. All right, next item up is a PlayStation 1 Pepsi kiosk. Cesar Hernandez, where are you, buddy? There you are, right there. This is a pretty cool item. It's the little one. It says Pepsi on it. Sorry, this. There's 2 of them? Do we really have 2 of them? It's the little kiosk. Yeah, he's gonna bring it out here. Oh, all right. So anyone familiar with these? This was a pretty versatile kiosk that Sony used for the PS1. Sometimes they were on a pedestal. Sometimes they were on a counter. Sometimes they came with the TV, and there was on the side there were these metal studs sticking out that would have had a kind of an arm and a marquee bolted to it. So this one just has the lower kiosk part, but it does have the original PlayStation in it, which hooks to a reset mechanism inside. So that part's all original. A lot of times people who want these end up having to build them from pieces, and there's a lot of the pieces here. This item is tested and functional, includes a power and AV port, and there is a memory card in it. This can be cash or PayPal. Let's start 20 bucks. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 140, number 194, and 150 here if you want. 150, number 150, number 157, 150, I'm looking for 160 to go forward. 150 going once, 150 going twice. 160 here in the front. We're at 160. Look for 170. 160 is the current bid. We're looking for 170 and move forward. 160 going once. 160 going twice. 170 new bidder. Number 162. 170. Look for 180. $170 going once. $170 going twice. Sold for $170. Thank you, sir. Number 162. We're about halfway through. Yeah, we're about halfway through right now. All right, next item up is from Jeremy Weaver. Jeremy, you throw your hands up. Throw your hands in the air. Maybe you just don't care. Xbox Dev Kit with a performance beta build of Forza installed. This is a Xbox Dev Kit that was used to test Rose, aka pre-retail release discs. The Xbox will play only these style of discs. Retail users will not play stock Currently installed is a mid-release performance build of Forza Motorsports. This build is for the developers and testers to stress test the game and online functions. Online stuff no longer works as the original Xbox Live servers are long gone. The game is pretty stable. It plays fine but does not crash. Does spit out a debug spew randomly or when the kernel detects an issue, so be aware of that. I do not know if this build has been dumped. I'm reading Jeremy's words. I do not know if this build has been dumped to the public, so I'm going to assume it has not been dumped. Your mileage may vary. Assume what you want. You know what we know. There was also a music test app as well as a Dolphin frame rate test installed too. He's tossed in all the necessary connections to hook it up and a green controller. Is it green controller there with it? Yeah. Okay, so that's all there. Awesome. So this item is, we're going to start this guy at, Jeremy, what kind of payment will you take on this? Everything, yeah, normal stuff. $250. Anyone? $250 on this item. Come on, we just sold a dev kit for like ridiculous money. $250. $250 is our current bid? Or not? No one at $250? Okay. You'll have to ask the owner of that item if he'll take $200.
Sure,
All right, we're at $200 right here. Hold up your card. What's your number? $200, number 180. $200 going once. $200 going twice. Sold! And sometimes it's as easy as that. All right, next item up is from our pals over at Super Smash Brothers. This is a PS1 developer lot, and I don't have a lot of notes on this here. Is anyone here, Bill or Andy or Ty from Super Smash? Hold on. Is anyone here from Super Smash? Hang on. If no one's here from Super Smash, I'm not going to auction it because they're not going to be able to answer any questions. Anyone? Super Smash? All right, put it back.
You guys are missing
Nope,
out on
we're not doing it. If they show up, we'll auction it.
Okay.
Yeah. I know I told him to be here, but he's busy. Sorry about that, guys. Let's move on to the next item. I'm just going to highlight this row so I don't forget. We didn't sell it. All right. Next item up. Okay, this one kind of walked in the door today and really surprised me. It's a fantastic item. So Ron Milner is here, who is an original Atari programmer from Cyan Engineering, who was, he's here! Look at him right over there. Ron, take a bow, sir. Everyone, Ron Milner, a real celebrity here at the show. With Cyan Engineering, which was purchased by Atari and became, I think, the Grass Valley think tank. Is that correct? And he was involved in many pivotal technologies in video games and home computers and was a co-inventor of the Atari 2600 video game system. And he brought us an original Stella programming guide. Stella was the code name for the Atari 2600 that he owned. And do we have that out? Yeah, there it is right there. So it's got, it's really great, just, you know, some writing on the cover from him. And it was, what's the date, Richard, on the front of that?
December of '79.
December 79. Would you sign this for the winner? Okay. So we are auctioning this off for Ron, and does anyone want to take a look before we? Yeah, we got some hands back there. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get cooking at $100. Sorry. $300, number 122. $300 is the current bid. Do I have 310? Excuse me. Do I have 310? I have $300 is the current bid.
Right side.
Jose at 310. I got 320, 330, 340, 350, 360, 370, 370 over here, number 125. Yes! $500, number 120. Yes, sir. And, does anyone notice that Jose still has his hand up? We're at 510 over here.
You want to see it, Jose?
No, we're at 520, 530, okay, 540, and now we have a, Okay, we have another one. 550, 560, 570, 580, 590. I pointed to you for 590, Ian, so are you in at 590? Or no? Jose's in at 590, all right, 600. Number 120 is 600. 610, 620, 630. Thank you. 640, 650, 660, 670, 680, 690, 700, 710, 720, 730, 740, 750, 760, 770, 780, 790, 800. We're gonna go by 50s now. 850, 900, 950, 1,000, $1,100, $1,200, $1,300, $1,400, $1,500, $1,600. Okay, I'm at 16 and Jose has still got his hand up.
What do you accept?
We're at $1,600. That's a good question.
What's your form of payment? What form of payment will you accept?
I'll tell you what, we'll take this because we'll handle this for Ron, so we can take anything. Yeah.
Keep moment here.
So we're at 1,600 with Jose. And we're looking at this very carefully. 1,600 is the current bid. Will we beat the Fallout board? I don't know. Cut the tension with a knife. $1,700. $1,800. 18 is the current bid. $1,800 is our current bid. 1,800 going once. I have 19 over here. 19 is $2,000. We're $2,000 with Jose. If you ask me, this is a priceless item. This is something, is a piece of history. And I'm proud just to have it here at the Expo. Right now, we're at $2,000 with Jose.
Going up there.
21. 22. We're at $2,200.
You want to sign with that? You want to wait?
Why don't you wait until we find a winner? That might be 2,200 is our current bid. We're with Jose. 2,200 going once.
He's like, hell yeah.
2,200 going twice. Holy shit. So 2,300 here and 2,400 back to Jose. We're at $2,400. Now we're at 20. Now we're at 26. 2,600! Yeah! $2,600 for the 2,600 manual. Oh, I love it. It's so poetic. 2,600 going once.
Hey Chuck, is that a record?
I don't know. Is that have we sold anything for more? Oh, the
television.
the brown whale. Yeah.
3,100, I think.
Yeah.
Last year,
Keep going!
I think last year we did one over 2,000.
I don't know if we did.
I think the Star Fox was 18. This is definitely. Me and television computer probably would have sold for $1,000 if I didn't bid 3,000.
All right, so we're at 2,600 with Jose. We're gonna count it down. Going once. Going twice. Sold. $2,600.
Yeah, right this shit, Chuck.
So, Jose, do you want him to sign it now, or do you want to just wait until deal with him, work with him after? Okay. All right, Ron's coming up. He's going to sign it. Ron, I hope that you understand how much that contribution to the industry. So thank you. Thank you. I think that's our first standing ovation at the auction, so thank you guys. All right, wow, how do you top that? I think I could top it with our next item, which is our first of 3 mystery boxes. All right, for those who haven't been to our auction before, we have mystery boxes here. They're. So here's how it works. We have 3 mystery boxes, Mario style here, and what we'll do is we'll auction it off. We don't know what's inside. Could be rocks, could be a sandwich, anything. Usually it's something pretty cool. And what you'll get to do is, since this is the first one, you get to pick of the 3 which one you want. The stipulation is the winner comes up here and then they pull all the items out so we all get to see what's inside, and then it's a lot of fun. Okay, so first mystery box. Again, we don't know what's in it. I don't know what the value is. We'll see what happens. Oh, I didn't say that. Thanks for reminding me, Toby. So the point of these mystery boxes is that there are items that are contributed to us by all of our fantastic exhibitors and other people who support the show, and all the contributions go to fund PRGE. So that's what this is for. So let's kick off the bidding. And again, yell out a number. I see.
$120. 150.
I have 150. I look for 160, 170, 180, 190, 200 over here. 250 over here, 260, 148 to 260, 270, 280, 290, 300, 310. I got 310 over here. Okay, I got 320 over here. 148, 320. $320 for the mystery box. 320 is the current bid. 330 behind, 330 is the current bid. 340 now, number 148, 350, 360, 370. 370 with Matt. 370 is our current bid. 370 going once. 370 going twice. Oh, I got 380 over here on the left. 228. 380 is the current bid. Moving it up for PRGE. 380. 380 going once. 380 going twice. Got 390 now. 390, number 148. $390 is the current bid. 390 going once. 390 going twice. I got $400 now. Matt, thank you, sir. $400 is the current bid. 410 is the current bid now. 410. We're pushing it up slowly. 410 is the current bid. 420. 410. 410 is current bid. Can we make it an even Portland 420? 410 going once. 410 going twice. 420, number 162. 420 going once. 420 going twice. So appropriate. Sold at 420. Come on up here. What's your number? Number 162. 162 for 420. 162 is Jesus. Jesus, you can pick any of these 3 boxes. And no, he just too late. He shakes them. The middle one. All right. Come on over and open it up. Is there a place you can set the item because he takes it out? Okay. Oh, there's a ledge. Good. Okay, he's going to pull them out. I'm going to try to explain to you what he's seeing here. This is a sealed Intellivision Masotron. Okay. Jesus says you can probably buy this stuff from him tomorrow in his booth. This next one is a sealed triple action, Intellivision triple action. Oh, these are okay. You can use them. Armor Battle, sealed Intellivision game. Space Armada, sealed Intellivision game. Space Spartans, sealed Intellivision game. There's a lot of stuff in this box. Snafu, sealed. And Star Strike, sealed. Cloudburst, what is that Intellivision also? Oh, a Lynx game, Tournament Cyberball for Lynx sealed. Not a Lynx fan. National Video Game Museum hat donated by John Hardy from the National Video Game Museum. Thank you. In fact, some of this stuff may have been donated by John Hardy, actually. That is cool. Altered Beast hat. Oh, check it out! That is perfect. What? Beautiful. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, what else we got? Sealed Video Games the movie and some other movie that I can't. Oh, Unlock the World of Games Revealed. Yeah, Blu-ray. National Video Game Museum coffee mug. There's a home game in there too. Epic's Jumpman for what platform is that? Sealed games. Atari Home Computer, awesome. Another sealed Atari Game Defender. It says, the sticker on the front says Blowout 4 for 10. That's a crash game right there. 4 for 10. National Video Game Museum shot glass. Those guys do like to drink. That is for sure. Bless their hearts. National Video Game Museum coffee mug. And a... from the Unlocked movie poster. We're getting there, guys. A couple of novelty magnets, so PlayStation, a couple other little video game tchotchkes. There's a word. This is a Rick. What is this? A Commodore 64, kind of uncommon. Was it a headset interface? And it's sealed. So that is interesting. Oh yeah, another little tchotchke pin. Is that it? Okay, we got one more thing too. This goes with it. This is an Intellivision flashback, and it's signed by a lot of the programmers and by Keith signed it. Keith Robinson signed this. He very sadly passed away this year. So this is a kind of a special item. So congratulations. Thank you very much for supporting the show. We really appreciate it. Hope you find good use for all those items. Pretty cool sealed games in there. All right, let's get cracking, moving along here. Here's another item from Josh Amlin. This is our Super Nintendo bicycle with matching game. This is the, what is the name of this thing? The Exertainment bicycle. Do you have any of the pieces that we can show off? So all the pieces are here. It's a box Super Nintendo, the bicycle, the attachment that goes on the bottom, the cart, the game. It's a mountain bike rally, I believe. Any questions about this, or anyone that feels like they need to know more before I move on? Mountain bike rally box. The adapter from Super Nintendo. Josh, you got anything to add?
was the first place prize for a local event. I bought it from
Okay, so this was the first place prize for a biking event, and Josh bought it from the winner. So it's all original, came together in that as an award.
the game, the console, and then there's some paperwork from the entertainment, like the original purchase order and shipping.
Original purchase order and shipping paperwork from Extratainment is included.
And everything works.
It all works, he tested all of it.
Not very long.
Not for very long, he says. I think you're looking great, Josh. All right, let's get cracking on this baby. You guys know what this is worth. We're gonna start at $300. 300, got 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 360. So I've got 3 cards up, 370, 380, 390, 400. Got 2 cards up, 410, 420, 430, 440, 450, 460, 470, 480, 490, 500. I got 5. I'm gonna go 189 at 500 because you had your hand up first. So we're at 510 over here. We're 510, 148. We're 520. 510. We're 520. 510 going once. 510 going. 520 over here. 530 in the back. 530 is the current bid. Going once for 530. Going twice for 530 for the Extratainment bike. You're bidding 550, Richard. We have 550 over here. We have 560 in the back. 148 at 560.
Not that actually, right?
560 is the current bid. 560. 560 going once. 560 going twice. Sold to number 148. Hold your card up one more time. Is that 148? All right, 560. So we have kind of a special item coming up here next, and in order to auction this item, I'm inviting up a special guest. Richard, you got the floor, my friend.
All right, this is a cutout of Corey.
Yeah!
A cutout of Corey.
Stand up, Corey!
There he is, right there. It does not include the pipe that he's been tied to.
Corey, come on up.
But he definitely will sign it.
So for those that don't know, this is Corey Stride right here. He owns Classics and Oddities in Kelso, Washington. Always been a long-time supporter of the show, and we really appreciate all of his help. And I don't know why this exists.
Sorry, $40? Yeah, $4. Go $4.
I'm eating a cookie, you do it.
Got a higher bid over there.
At $50. I can't take you the voice for $50. $60, 145, $60. Tyler, he's still up. $70 for Tyler. It was up, I asked. $70 going once.
71.
71 bucks. 71 bucks going once. 71 bucks going twice. Terry just bought Corey.
What's the number? 157. What is it? 71? All right.
We don't know where the money is going, so we'll connect with you.
All right. So back to the show. Oh, thanks, guys. Jake and Lacey, Video Game Wizards, over there. Everyone. Thank you. Maybe. All right, next item up for grabs here is a Earthbound strategy guide with unscratched scratch and sniff stickers. This comes to us from Guardian Games. Is anyone here from Guardian tonight? Just raise your hand out there. No. I may not have told Angel to be here, so I'll take care of this for her. You can't scratch them until you buy it. So just, I will point out that there is a little bit of what looks like a dog chewed on the corner of it, so it's not mints. So if you need it to be mint, you may want to pick a different item. Again, Earthbound, a strategy guide with unscratched scratch and sniff stickers. We cannot promise you that it will continue to smell. Michael, again,
So,
you have a serious question.
clarification, he came in late, he's using my number.
Okay. All right. Let's start the bidding on this item at $50. So at $50, number 196, are you bidding? 196, are you bidding? Okay. You are bidding. I saw you first. Okay, you're at $50, so the person in the back is at 60. Now I have 70 there, I have 80 there, I have 90 in the back, $90, and then behind that I have 100. So I have 100 in the very back, and then in front of them I have 110, and then over here I have 120, and I have 130. Is that a bid there? No. 130. Be careful there, buddy. What was I at? 120 over here. Thank you. 120 is the current bid. Hold your card up. 118 is at 120. 120 is our current bid. Good look at it here. Just a little bit damage in the corner. It's in pretty good shape though. We're at 120 over here on the left. 120 is the current bid. 120. Need me to hang on a little longer, Richard? You can take it down. I just need to see it for a second. 120. Going once.
I got it. 1 sec.
120 going twice. Do you need a second?
125.
How much?
125.
130 is the next bid.
We only go at 10.
120 going once. No, over here 120. You're not bidding? Yes or no? To 130. Okay. 120 going once. 120 going twice. Sold to number 118 for $120. Awesome. All right, next thing. Okay, so who? The next item up. Who won the Super Nintendo exercise bike? Was that Kelsey back? Is that Kelsey? Okay. This next item is the travel case for that. And it's from a different person. So, one of those like lucky, fateful things that happens here. From James Ruxalis. Are you here, James? Who said, did I hear someone say that's wrong?
Yeah, it's the CompuTrainer case, right?
Yeah.
The CompuTrainer is for the Nintendo. It's for the
It's
racer
not for
maybe.
the extra payment bike. All right. Well, then I was misinformed. So let's you have it. Let's just open it and you guys can see what it is. So it's for a bike that was for the regular Nintendo. James, are you here? James Ruxalis from Windians Video Games and Rare Collectibles. Not here? All right, put it back, Richard. Sorry, I got everyone all excited. For no reason. Oh, okay.
I'm wondering how the big bike fits.
All right, next item up here is the PS1 developer kit from Super Smash Brothers. Bill's joined us here, so we're going to get a little better explanation of what we have here. So he's pulling it out. There we go. Alright. Sorry about this, guys. You know, things don't always go the way we hope they will. We are digging into the bottom of a giant bin of parts here and finding the pieces. Okay, Richard, can you grab that and show that off for everyone? There, that debug kit. Are those all the pieces that are with it? Does that actually have an external power supply? Interesting. Got it. Okay. This is a PS1 debug kit. Super Smash Brothers. Bill, what do I need to know about this? Anything? Does it work?
It's been tested, it plays all region games.
Tested, plays all region games.
We haven't tried it with any burn discs or anything.
You haven't tried it with burn discs or anything like that. Just with regular production discs and it does work. Okay. Comes with everything seen there.
They got from
Okay, all came as one lot from a guy who worked for a development company. Okay. Any questions? All right, we're gonna start it at $200 on the debug kit. 200. I have 200 right here. Looking for 210. Got 210 in the back. 220 over here. 230 here. 240 back there. 250 here. 260. 270. 280. 290. 300. 310. 160 in the front. You're at 310. Okay, we're at 310 right here. 310 is the current bid. 310 on the PS1, 320 in the back, 320 is the current bid. 330 in the front, 330 is the current bid. We have $330 on the debug kit, 330 going once. We're at 330 holding right here. We're going to have someone else take a look at it. 330 is our current bid. Hold your number up there so I can see it. Number 160 is at 330. 160 is the current high bidder at $330. With 330 over here. No bids. 330 going once. 330 going twice. Sold for $330. The number, sorry, I already forgot it. 160, 330. All right. I'm gonna. Okay, next up, item up, the description I got was PS2 developer lot. So, Bill, you want to give me the lowdown on that? Richard can kind of show it off.
So it's PlayStation 2 test
PlayStation 2 test unit
HD.
with the hard drive adapter. Is there a hard drive in it? We don't know. It's a mystery. So it's got the network adapter that powers the hard drive, but we don't know if we want to. Have you powered it on?
It powers on.
Powers on.
We tested it with various PS2
Tested with various PS2 discs. It does play games.
and the other thing on the lot is the PS2 tool system.
Yep.
That we haven't been able to test because it requires the cable to hook it into a computer.
Okay, so also included is the PS2 tool system, which is this other piece, which they have been unable to test because it needs to hook into a computer and
It does power on though.
it powers on, like, you just get a red light or whatever when you turn it on. Okay.
Anybody want to see this back
PS2
there?
tool file disk. Can I see that disk real quick? Is that Have any interesting info? It's a TDK DVD-R, and it just has written in marker PS2 tool files. There you go. And so this lot is for the test unit as well as that other unit that Richard's got. All this stuff, is that right, Bill?
We go back to the hotel.
Okay.
And we have sleep with us too, so we want to go eat. We'll see you back at the hotel. You guys
All right. Let's start at $200. $200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280. So got 5 up. 290, 300, 310, 320. They're going down now. 330, 340, 350, 360, 370, 380, 390, 400. Still got 2 up at 400. 410. Got 410 right here. I'll give you. Well, you did 450. Okay, 450. Or 450? 450. There's a current bid up here in the front. 450 for this whole lot items. 450 going once. Got 460 over here. 460. Excuse me. 460 is the current bid. $460 going once. 470 in the front. 173. 470 is the current bid. 470. 470 going once. 470 going twice. I saw 480 here. So if you want to go 490, I'll take you back there because you put your card up. But I'm at 480. I'm at 490 there. 490. Now I'm at 500 right here in the front. $500. 500 is our current bid on this lot. 500 going once. 510 now. We're at 510. 510, looking for 520. 520, we got it. 520 is the current bid. Wow. 520. PlayStation 2 developer lot. 520 going once. 520 going twice. Sold to you, sir. $520. 173. Awesome. Thank you.
You don't want to see with the...
Work with the league. You're gonna spark a daughter?
So the two people that won the debug, the PS1 debug and the PS2 that we just auctioned off, so Bill's got to take off, so you can either pay him right now or you can go to his booth Super Smash tomorrow, so your call. I'll let you guys, just meet him over there and let him know what you want to do, and you guys can settle that up. All right, moving on. The next item up for bid is a Commodore computer dealer sign. This also from the Sorensen family estate. This is a light box sign with Commodore computer logo. Find it? Oh yeah, it's up on the counter. So this is a lighted sign, but it has a fluorescent light fixture inside for a tube light, and so got it. The fluorescent tube was broken inside, so we just took that out. And then the AC cord was just cut off of it inside. Pretty easy for you to either retrofit it with LEDs or fix the fluorescent bulb inside, and then you would have a lighted sign. It's not cracked or anything, but the plastic front it's very old, so it's pretty fragile. So I'm not sure.
It hung in my dad's store window for about 20 years, and then he cut the chain and hanging it across and put it on a shelf for the next 30 weeks.
So this hung in his dad's store for 20 years, hung in the window, and then he cut it down, put it up on a shelf for the next 13 years, and that's where we found it. So that is vintage. All right. So let's start this one. 20 bucks, 30, 40, 50, 200, hold up the 200, 210, 220, I still got two up, 230, 240, 250, the 250, number 161, $250 is the current bid, 250 on the Commodore side, 250 going once, I have 260 right there, now I saw over there 270, so now we're 280 right here, now we're at 290 on the left, now we're at 300. Now we're at 310, 320, 330, 340,
500.
50,
500.
$500. 153. Still up. 510, 520, 530,
7.
540.
7.
Who said 700?
7.
That's right.
Okay, guys, I can't hear all the crosstalk. You gotta yell this shit.
7. 700.
$700. Are you still up? We're at 710, 720, 30, 750, 40, 750, 760,
9.
770, 900. Yield up 900, Jeff.
900. 900.
900. I'm gonna go by 50s now. $1,000. $1,000. No? We're at $1,000 right here. $1,000 is the current bid. No? You sure? It's pretty cool.
I was at
Are you keeping up with Commodore? Commodore's keeping up with you. 1,000s are. Shut up, man. You're gonna get $1,000. 1,000 going once, 1,000 going twice, and that item is sold. What's your number one more time? 161. That is the feel-good one of the night right there. I'm really happy that Jeff was able to do that for his family. So very good stuff there. All right, moving on to the next item. This one's from Josh Hamlin. We have the Alpha Beam and Cookie Monster Atari 2600 prototype loaner carts. The little black loaner to Atari loaner carts in there, Richard. Josh, anything about these that we should know? Yeah. Everyone is familiar with these loaner carts. Again, it's Alpha Beam and Cookie Monster. You get both cartridges in one option. 50 bucks. For 50 bucks, right here, 50, look for 60. 60 here, got 60, got 70, 70 on the left, 80 in the back, 90 with Jose, 100 in the back, 110 with Jose, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, you're at 200, so now you have 210 over here, 210 with Jose. 210 is the current bid. $210 going once. $210 going twice. Oh, sorry, I missed something. Just, you gotta yell. I totally missed you over there. 220, 230. 230 going once. Right here, new bidder, 240. Now we're at 250 here. You still up? 250, 260, 270, 280, 390, 300. Losing my voice. 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 360, 370, 380, 390, 400, 450. No, we're at 400. 400 is the current bid. I'll go by tens again. You wanna go 410? No, $400 going once, $400 going twice, and that one is sold for $400. Yes, we're familiar with Jose's number by now. Sorry for these delays here. So we're kind of jumping around, bringing back the Collectible Trainer travel case. Toby, was there anything you learned about that that might be of interest to our audience?
So I think that we got some wrong information or something mixed up. I think it belongs to the Compu Trainer Racer Mate exercise bike add-on thing for the NES. I believe it's a carrying case for the bike thing. I think it's something you put your regular bicycle on to turn it into a exercise bicycle, and then there's some kind of device that hooked up to your NES or a game that goes along with it or something. This is just the carrying case for that.
So on this item, this is again from James Ruffstallis from Windians Video Games and Rare Collectibles, and they're in the show hall. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it tonight, but we're going to auction this. The stipulation being that you'll have to settle up with him tomorrow. We can't give you the items tonight. So if you win it, you'll just meet with him tomorrow. We can show you where his booth is if you're not sure where it is. Settle up. He does say he will take cash, PayPal, or credit. If you do PayPal, he wants you to do the gift thing, so he doesn't get the fees. Otherwise, you got to get him the fees. So we're going to start bidding on this item at $10. $10. I got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, 50 in the front there. I was at 50 with you. Hold up your card. Yeah, 50 for 119. Do I have 60 with $50? $50 is the current bid. 50 going once.
Hold on, I can't see it.
Okay.
It's black.
I got 60 here, number 137. We're at $60 now on the left, and we'll wait for it to come back. $60 current bid. It's kind of just a big black box. It's not very exciting. 60 is our current bid. Anyone, if they need a minute to see it, raise your hand. You're not bidding, you're just saying you need a minute. Okay, I got 70 now, 119, $70. $70 is the current bid. I got 80 over here, 80 on the left. $80 is the current bid. 90 now, number 119. $100, number 137. I'm at 110 with 119. $110 is the current bid. $150 over here, number 137. $150, not beating around the bush. I like that. $150 going once. $150 going twice. Sold for $150. Again, you're going to hook up this 137. $150 you're going to hook up with James tomorrow. You can come talk to us at the info booth if you need to get better connected with that guy. The next one is this is another lot from the Sorensen estate. This is Amiga point of sale and promotional items. This is a really cool lot here. So we have it's a few things. So 2 desktop Amiga authorized dealer signs. Do I hear some questions? So 2 authorized dealer signs. One of them is got its own cardboard standee. The other one's in like a lucite thing. These are here already. Yeah, right there. The next piece is a promotional license plate signage for the Amiga game Test Drive 2 The Duel. So it's supposed to look like a California license plate. It's for that game. The next thing is a authorized Amiga desktop publishing decal 5 video toaster pins, little pins that you pin on your jacket or whatever, 1 Amiga trainer pin, 2 other Amiga software pins, 1 Commodore logo multi-tool. It's still sealed in the bag. Has a little Commodore logo on it. It's like some kind of little multi-tool screwdriver thing. Probably cracking cases or something. And an Amiga Creative Impulse dealer display poster. Poster's there. And suitable for framing. And then finally, the showpiece here, the director's chair, Amiga director's chair. Pretty cool item. Jeff, I think your dad probably sat in that chair like every day, right? When he was that his chair at work, or?
No.
He never sat in it.
That was, in the old days when you bought a computer, sometimes you had to wait for the salesman to get his stuff together. So this sat in the waiting area of my dad's sales, like the sales part of my dad's shop, from when he opened in December of '84 until when we closed this past February.
It's the waiting chair.
And my mom, this was the one piece that my mom didn't necessarily want me to auction, but by the time she told me that, it was already in the back of Chuck's.
Oh no! Oh, so is it cool? Can we auction it?
Absolutely.
You know how I know it's legit? You know how I know it's legit from the 80s? It has a cigarette burn in the seat. That's serious.
He quit smoking in the computer shop by the 90s.
So for those of you who didn't hear that story in the back, so Jeff's dad had that chair in the waiting room. That's what people would sit in. And so he did smoke it in the shop. That's probably where that came from. That's awesome. Authentic.
The best part was the little sign he had on his desk that said, "Please no smoking next to my computer." I don't know where that sign is, or I'd be selling that too.
I start bidding.
Well, all right. Here we go. Amiga point of sale lot. I'm going to start it on $100. I have $100. 100, and so I have 2 people still up at $100. Let's go by tens. 110, 120, 130, 140, 150.
200.
200 in the back. 210, 220, 210 right here. Look for 220. 210 going once. 210 going twice. 220 in the back. I see 230 over there. I'm at 240 in the front. 240 right here in the front. Anyone want to go to 250? 240 right here. Looking all over. I don't see anyone. 240. 240 going once. 240 going twice. 250 in the back. I'm at 250 right now. Staying up steady up here at 260. 260 in the front is our current bid. 260 going once on the Amiga lot. 260 going twice.
That's cooler than 260, come on.
270 now. 270. How much? $300, number 161. I still see a hand up in the back, so 310, 320, 330, still up, 340, 350, 360, 370, 380, 390. We're at 400 in the front. Staying at 400, he went down. So we're at $400. $400 in the front, number 161 going once. $400 going twice. And we're sold for $400. Number 161, $400. All right, next item up here is the modded Ice Cube game console. This one also from James Rextalis, Wendian's Video Games and Rare Collectibles. You'll have to settle up with him out there in the show hall tomorrow. Again, he'll take cash, PayPal, credit. He wants you to use the gift thing on the PayPal. This is a modified GameCube. Includes 2 genuine Waybird controllers. Also has the component cable. That's, I still say that again. Component cable, not composite cable. Has the Game Boy player attached and a color LCD screen, one of those ones that attaches to the top. Has a GameCube memory card that accepts SD cards and instructions for how this all works. That has a modded ice cube case. The case allows you to fit a full-size disc in it for backups, and it will actually play DVDs too. It has switches in the back that let you change regions, and there's some other switch that we can't even figure out what it is. And just to be clear, there are no ROMs or burned games included with this unit. We're going to start the bidding on this at $50. We've got 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I'm going to go 150, $200, 250. In the back, 227 at 250. Anyone else? 227, I have it 250. 227. I'm going to go to 300 since we're going by 50, so 245 behind you, we're at 300. We're at $300. Look for 350. $300 is the current bid. 350, number 227. We're at 350, looking for 4. Move on. 350 going once. 350 going twice. Sold for $350 right there. Hold that number up. 227. All right. Next item up is an Xbox debug kit from William Gonzalez, who's here, and he had the dev kit before. Xbox debug kit. Tested and working, no games are installed on the unit. Let's start the bidding on this at $10. $10, but 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. Okay, I got one right there, 130, 185, 130. This current bid, 185. 130 going once. I have 140 here, I have 150 here, I have 160 there. 160 going once. 170. 170 is the current bid. 170 going once. 170 going twice. 180 here, I have 180. 180 going once. 180 going twice. 190 right here. 190. 190 going once. 200 right here. 200. 200 going once. 200 going twice. Sold for $200, number 103. Very good, very good. Yeah, 103. Right there in front. All right, next item up is a Double Dragon 2 The Revenge prototype part from Josh Byerly. Hey, Josh, you still over there? Yeah, there he is in the back. Awesome. This is a prototype Double Dragon 2 The Revenge. It does have rental store stickers on it from Command Performance Video here in Oregon, I believe. But it is a prototype. Josh, you cracked that open and looked inside. It's just typical.
Yeah, it's been dumped.
Been dumped. Okay, cool. Start bidding at $10. $10, 20, 30, 40, $100 there, 110. 130 here, looking for 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210. But no, we're at 200 there. You're not going to go 210? 200 here, 185 at 200. You have 210 over here, and 220 in the back. 220, number 185. 220 going once. I have 230 over here. 230 on the left. These guys went down. 230, hold your card up there so I can see it. 230. Can't read it. 230 for that guy.
222.
230 going once.
250.
250, 137, 250, 260 in the back, or 260 in the back. 260 going, 270 now on the left, 270, 280, number 222, 280, look for 290. 280 going once, 280 going, now I have 290 right here in the front. You're staying up, so you're at 300 in the back. 300 is the current bid, number 222. 310, number 113. 310, now we're at 320 over here. 320 in the back. 330, 340. 340 in the back. 340, Dragon Proto. 340 going once. 340 going twice. Sold for 340, number 2. Next item up is from Brian Hughes. Brian, still here with us? Yeah, there he is right there. Yes, sir. He always brings us great stuff. Sealed Wayne's World for NES. Sealed Wayne's World for Game Boy. Oh. Both games sealed. Looked to be in pretty good condition. I looked them over myself. We're going to start the bidding on this item. Oh, Brian, do you care for a payment type?
Is the auction for both?
Cash or Bitcoin? Okay, so cash or Bitcoin only on this item.
Is it for both items?
These are Canada.
It's for both items. They're both and they're sealed and they're awful games.
All right, let's get cooking on this. 50 bucks. 50. Got 50 there, looking for 60. Dane has $500, so we have a $500 bid there. Okay, 700 here. I'm at 700, so in the back, I'm gonna go 750 right there. $1,000 right there. $1,200 on the left. $1,200 for the both sealed Wayne's Worlds. $1,200. What's your number there? One more time. It's hard to read. Oh, 220. $1,200. $1,200. Get a good look at the boxes there. Gotta like those high priced items. $1,200 is our current bid. I'll give a little extra time on a $1,200 item. $1,200. $1,200 going once. $1,200 going. I have $1,300 right there, number 126. $1,300. $1,300 looking for 14. $1,300 is the current bid. I'm looking for 14. 14. Anyone? 13 going once. 13 going twice. 14 in the back. We're at $1,400. 14 is the current bid. Looking for 15 now. 1,400 going once. 15, number 126. $1,500, the current bid. 16 in the back. We're at 16, number 222. 1,600. 16 is the current bid. We're for 17. 16 is the current bid. 1,600 going once. 1,600 going twice. 17 in the back, number 126. 1,700. 1,700 is the current bid. Look for 18. 1,700. Look for 18. 1,700 going once. 17 going twice. Sold. 1,700. One number up. 126. $1,700. Stuff. Next item up is a Banjo-Kazooie complete in box and signed by the developers. This is from Chris Chamberlain. Chris, are you here tonight? Chris Chamberlain? You dropped this off. I'm going to start this item. So this is a CID Banjo-Kazooie, not sealed. You know, regular, typical kind of moderate boxware, but it is signed by the developers. That's all I really know about it.
$100.
I'm going to start bidding a 150 on this. 200 right here, number 129. I'm at 200. Do I have 210? 210? 220? 230? 240? 250? 260? 260 still, right there, 194. 270 right there. 280? 280, number 194, 280 going once. 290 now. 300 now. $300. 310.
Payment options?
Payment options. He didn't really tell me. Yeah, if you can pay cash tonight. Otherwise, you'll have to wait for him and see if he'll take something else. He dropped this off when I wasn't around, so I'm just kind of rolling with it. Does anyone know Chris Chamberlain? Oh, you know him? Okay. And now I forgot what our bid was. What did you bid? Where are we at? I don't even remember.
Turn over.
310.
310.
Who, hold your card up if you're willing to pay 310 for this. There we go. We're 310 going once. I see a hand, what is that?
You want to see this?
Okay. 310 is our current bid. So, just so you know, we're at 17 minutes after 10, and we still have quite a few items to go. So, I think it's fun if you want to hang out and continue to do this. If anyone needs to go, I totally understand. But I'm trying to crank through this as quickly as I can. We're at 310 over here, going once, going twice.
350.
Okay, he yelled 350. If you want to beat that, 360, no. 350 right here. 350 going once, 350 going twice. Sold for 350. So if you want to give us $300 cash tonight, you can do that. Otherwise, you'll have to talk to Chris, and you can pick it up tomorrow. What was your number? 129, 350. Thank you, sir. Next item up is a developmental box art from the game Battle Bowl on the Nintendo Game Boy. This is from Retro City Games. Anyone here from Retro City Games? Yeah, right there. This is really cool. It includes transparencies used to make the box, templates and layouts for the box manual, and original advertising for the game, an unfolded box. And most of it has notes on it for things that have to be changed or moved, some in different languages. So this is really like a developmental piece of this artwork. And he's going to pull it out here just to give you a look. So he's saying there's color correction notes.
I encourage people to come up and look at this. I can't carry everything out.
Yeah, if you're interested, come on up here and take a quick look. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. You need to get a look here. Get a good look. All right. All right. Bidding starting at. Oh, what do you take on this? PayPal or anything like that, or just cash? Cash or card? Cash or card? Let's start the bidding at $50. 50 for 60. We got 50 right here. 50 is the current bid. 60 right there. Looking for 70. I got 70 here. 80, 90, 100, 100, 110. 110 right here on 106. 110 going once. 110 up in the back. I have 120. 120 in the back over there. 130. 130 in the front, current bid. 130 going once. 140 in the back. 140, looking for 150. 140, number 220. 140. 150, number 106. 160 in the back. 160 is the current bid. 170 in the front. 180 in the back. 190 in the front. 200 in the back. $200, current bid. 200. 210. 220. Not New York, 220. 230. 240.
300.
How much?
300. 300.
$300 in the back. Looking for 310 to move forward. 300 going once. 350 in the front. 360. Got it. 370. No. Okay. 360 going once. 360 going twice. Sold for 360 to number 220. 220 for 360. Next item is another mystery box. You know the spiel on this. We're gonna start at 50 bucks. Got 50 bucks for the mystery box. 50, 100 bucks. 125. 150. 175. $200. Look for 225. 250. 275. 275 right here. 275 or 164. 275 going once. 275 going twice. 300. Oh, yeah, he was up first. So 300 here. We're 300. You guys want to go 325? They do. 325 in the back. 325 in the back. Looking for 350 now. 325 going once. 325 going twice. Sold for 325. Number 22. Can you hold that number up one more time? It's hard to read. 227? 228. All right. 228. Thank you. All right, come on up here. Let's crack it open. Yeah, we're just gonna crank through this baby. Just give it a. Just pull out the highlights. Let everyone know what.
Three, go.
All right, here we go. Crack it open real quick. Quick like money. Movies, we got more sealed Atari games, awesome. Oh, this is the Vectrex 3.0 multi-cart we just auctioned off for like $300. Somebody got a deal. You chose wisely. More Atari sealed cards. Is there anything else in there that's worth just popping out real quick? Sealed Atari games, more sealed different platform games, more indie National Video Game Museum stuff. Anything else? Awesome, good stuff. I'd say that's a good lot right there. And there's one more item in there. This is for you also. This is Pat Condry's book, Ultimate Nintendo. Thank you very much, Pat, for donating this. A fantastic book with details of every U.S. Nintendo game. It's very heavy, so don't drop it. Next item up is a Vectrex and multi-cart lot from Gerald Levinson. Gerald right over here. Also on the board of Portland Retro Gaming Expo. All right. So yeah, what we have here is a Vectrex. We have the controller, original controller with it. Everything works great. We also have a reproduction light pen from Recycled Gamer. Guy's a jerk. And a Vectrex 2.0 multi-card from Sean Kelly. And we have a Recycled Gamer modded SNES controller for the Vectrex. So all that stuff together. Started bidding on this baby at 300 bones. Got it right there, looking for 325. I got it right there, looking for 350. At 325, number 140 for 350. Got 350 right here. Now I have 375 in the back. I have 375, looking for 400. 375, looking for 400. 375 going once. 375 going twice.
It comes with a regular controller, an aftermarket light pen, an aftermarket Super Nintendo controller, and a multi-card.
375 going twice. 375 sold right there, number 140. Next item up. This is from Michael. Oh, what was the bidder number on that last one? 148. Thank you, sir. Next item up is a from Michael Curtin, a Nintendo 64 point-of-sale sign. We've had these before, different sizes. FYI, they're going to be closing the hall over here. They're closing the arcade and all that stuff. So if anyone, I mean, is it already closed or no?
Already closed.
Okay, this will be your last chance if you needed to get in there tonight. So. Okay, thank you. Yep, they're locking it up over there. All right, point of sale sign, Nintendo 64, where is it? It's right there. We've had these before in different sizes. They usually would hang from the ceiling in a retail establishment. The dimensions are 16 by 15. 15 inches tall, 16 and a half inches on the sideways dimension. I'm talking about this N right here. We'll start the bidding at 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Still got two up at 100. Oh, you went down? So you're at 100 right there, 177. $100 is the current bid. $100, number 177 going once. Got 110 here, got 120 there. 130 over here, got 130 on it. 130 is the current bid going once. 130 going twice. Got 140 now here. Got 150 over there. 177 and 150 really wants it. 160 right here. We're at 160. 160 is the current bid. 160 going once. 160 going twice. 170, number 177. 170 going once. 170 going twice. And we're sold at 170, number 177. 177 at $170. Yes, number bidder 177. $170. Next item up, Nintendo GameCube Metroid Prime Semi 3D Cardboard Foam Point of Sale Standee of Samus Aran. Nintendo GameCube. This is from Metroid Prime. It's kind of it's like almost a thick foam core it's made out of. Missing the hand, and it's a little worn, got a little fading to it, but it's generally in pretty good shape. I mean, I think it looks good. Definitely a great piece. This is from Kay. I don't know, Kay, if you made it back over here. Yeah, you're right there. Awesome. This item, we're going to start the bidding at 50 bucks. Okay, what? 100 bucks. 110. What are your payment methods, Kay?
I'll take it all.
He takes it all. 110. So 110 here. 120. 30. 150. 160. 200. 200 going once. 200 going twice. Got 210 here, looking for 220. 210, looking for 220. 210 going once. 225. We'll go my 10, so 230. Will you do 230? 230, looking for 240. 230, looking for 240. 230 going once. 230 going twice. So, $230. It was 298, is that correct? Am I reading it correct? 298? 248. 248. Rick, are you getting? Oh, you're not. Okay. Well, hang on a second. I don't even remember what the bid was now. I don't fucking remember how much it was. That's why we all gotta be 230, and his number was 248. Yeah. All right. Next item up, Nintendo Dolphin prototype USB adapter memory card emulator from Jeremy Weaver. Do we have that guy up there? Oh, he's got it. Unit was used for testing and development for the Dolphin GameCube. That was the code name. This was used to test memory card function and save file states, as well as transferring save game data from GameCube to PC and vice versa. It says apparently you can use this device to transfer save files users have uploaded to the net and transfer from PC to a retail GameCube with a via USB. USB. All right. $10. 100 bucks right there. 110. There. 120. Are you at 120? No. 110 back. 110. Hold your card up so I know you're serious. 139. 110 going once. 110 going twice. And we're sold at 110 to number 139. 139 is 110. Next item up is an Xbox Limited Edition Year 2 Japanese market. 8 of 1,000. So the original Xbox Limited Edition from Year 2 from the Japanese market. And it is, it's actually embossed into the plastic on top. And this is 8 of 1,000 from William at Game Swappers. William, you know, just give a little handshake. He's over there. It's an Xbox with the... Yeah. You got it? Here it goes. And it's got a matching controller. The controller also says limited edition. Okay, everyone clear on what this is? Japanese market. 8 of 1,000. All right, we're going to start the bidding for this item at, we'll go 25 bucks, 50, 75, 100, 200, 225, right here, 225. I see in the back, sorry, 250. We're at 250 in the back. We're on 275 now. 250, number 185. 250 is the current
Does
bid.
anybody want me to go back?
250 is the current bid in the back. 250 going once. 275 here, number 137. We're at 275 looking for 300. 275 going once. 275 going twice. And we are sold at 275 there, number 137,275. Next item up is a Classic Tetris World Championship 2017 limited edition Tetris prize card. They produce these every year. They produce 32 of them for the 32 winners of the Tetris World Championships that happen here. And then they create a 0 of 32 that they donate to us. And this goes to our auction to benefit PRGE. So that's what this item is. The cartridge has a custom label on it, and it's a Tetris cartridge, standard Tetris card. Anything else you need to know? No. So this is the only one that won't go to a tournament winner, and I see someone excited over there. So 10 bucks. I got 10 right there. I got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $100. Who's in? I got 2 in at 100. Who's in at 100 bucks? Who's in? Hold them up. 100 bucks. Okay, 125, 150. 175, so I got 2. Okay, we're at 175 for number 119. 119, 175. 175 going once. 175 going twice. Sold for 175. To number 119. Okay, next item up, Star Fox hat. This is from Bad Graphic Gamers. I don't know if they're here. Are you here, the Star Fox hat version? Okay. What kind of payment will you take on this?
Or PayPal. Cash or PayPal.
Cash or PayPal on this item? I don't know, where's the Star Fox hat?
Friends and family.
So this was a Star Fox, I don't know the story about this. A giveaway from Post Cereal.
You can only get it
Okay.
through a mail-in in Nintendo Power magazine.
Mail-in from Nintendo Power Magazine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, he said Post Cereal, Nintendo Power, I don't know. Mailed in some UPCs and you got this hat, so. Yeah, I'm not doing a very good job, am I? Well, you know, the owner brought it up here just right before we started, so I didn't have time to get a lot of information. If the owner would like to give a more detailed description, he could come up and I could give him a microphone.
Let her rip.
Let her rip. All right, starting this item, started at 30 bucks. You got 30 bucks? 30, look for 40. Got 40, 50 right there. Got 60 over there. 70, 80, 100 right there. Looking for 110. 110, I got it back there. 110. 110. Going once. 110 going twice. We're sold at 110 back there. Hold your number up, sir. 139, 110. All right. Next item up is a Canadian gas station advertisement for Pepsi and Super Nintendo from 1993. This one from Josh Hamblin. Right over there. Hold that guy up. Oh, you want to take a break? Let Richard take a break. Oh, man. All right, so before we auction this, so next year I think what we'll, yeah, that's a very cool item. That's pretty sweet. That's nice. All right, so again, Canadian gas station advertisement for Pepsi and Super Nintendo from 1993. Good. And I'm gonna, I'll have to wait till they, maybe if you guys can to the side before I start because I can't see anybody. There we go. See a number way in the back there. So I'm going to start the bidding on this at $50. $250, do I have 300? 300 in the back, do I have 350? With 300, number 220. 350 right here. 400 in the back, looking for 450 now. $400 is bid on this sign. 400. 400 going once. 450. 400 is current bid, looking for 450. 400 going once. 400 going twice. Back here what? Dude, you're the high bidder at 400. What you're waving it for. Do you want a bit higher? Do it. Sorry, I didn't communicate that very well. You are the high bidder at 400. Are you cool with that? Are you cool? No one else is bidding, so you're the winner right now. Is that cool? Okay, I can't hear you very well, sorry. Okay, 400 going once, 400 going twice, and you get it at $400. All right. Oh, could you hold your number up one more time, sir, in the back? Can you have him poke that up one more time? 220. 220. Thank you. Next item up, 6 signed Fable games for Xbox. This is a pretty cool lot here from Gerald Levinson. And these were signed by, who's the person, Gerald? Peter Molyneux. Molyneux. Alright. I'm not an Xbox guy, man. I'm a Nintendo guy. Okay, so can I stand up so I can read just the titles really quick? Fable 1, 2, 3, and 2 limited edition bonus DVDs, and the Lost Chapters. So there's 6 discs here. Every one of them is signed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So $200. We're at $200 on these items, and I have it right here. I'm looking for $225. $200 is the current bid. 200, looking for 200, and I have 225 right here. Now I have 250. 250 is the current bid, number 115. 250 going once. 275, number 129, and now we have 300 here in the front. 115, we have $300 as the current bid, 300. 300 going once, 300 going twice, and we are sold at $300. Thank you. All right. Thanks everyone for sticking with us through this. I appreciate it. I know this is kind of a marathon here.
Thank you, Chuck.
Hey, thanks. All right, the next item up is, I'm gonna have to adjust my spreadsheet. This description is really long. I'm having trouble reading it. Okay, this is a, oh man, this is a super cool lot. Chris Tang, you out there? Where are you, Chris? He's right there. This is awesome. Coming up here, Chris. Nintendo World Championships Memorabilia Mega Lot. From the personal collection of Chris Tang, 1990 Nintendo World Championship Los Angeles City Champion, Hawaii State Nintendo Champion, Single World Champion, International Video Game Hall of Fame inductee, and he MCs our Nintendo World Championships over here. He's got a lot of items from all of his. Yeah, let's get a round of applause for Chris Tang. So these are items from all of his competitive gaming that he's done. This is from 2015 here, but he's got things in here from the 1990 Nintendo World Championships. Large promo display standee from 2015. Finals event t-shirt, XL, size XL from 2015. Oakland Power Fest Nintendo World Championship event program, centerfold and cover. Nintendo World Championship quarterfinalist, quarter qualifier gold sticker. Nintendo World Championship semifinalist qualifiers package. So it's an envelope, a letter, a fabric badge, and 2 orange VIP guest fabric badges. LA Universal Studios NWC competitor ticket used by a player who won the city championship. It says PowerFest 1990, him, won. PowerFest 1990 NWC Insider's Guide booklet and NWC Finals Event Program card and contestant information list. He's got a lot of the stuff in display frames, so that's what you're seeing there. Chris, am I leaving anything else or anything you'd like to add? I think that mic's hot right there. There's a program guide right there. Is that you on the back of it? Oh, throwing that in.
However, this also threw in 2 posters from 2015 signed by all 8 of the finalists.
Okay, 2 posters from the 2015 NWC signed by all 8 finalists that are also part of this lot. Wow. Okay.
And if bidding goes over 1,000, I throw in my hat.
Fantastic. All right. Let's do this. Chris, any final words before we kick this off? You good? You feel like you described this accurately? All right, let's do it. $200.
$800.
800. Can I have 9? I have $800. I got 9 here. Looking for 1,000. 1,000 here. Looking for 11. Got 11 there. Looking for 12. 1,100. And we now have the hat included. 1,100 right here. We're looking for 12 for this lot. 1,100 is the current bid. $1,100 going once. $1,100 going twice. Nice and quick. $1,100. You said what? No, you were at 11. He was at 1,000. You had your sign up. Do we have to start over?
No, I bid $1,000. Somebody bids.
You bid $1,000, and then you put your sign down, and then he put his up, and I made him 1,100. What's that?
Chris, what payments did you take?
All right, you're done. Right, hold your sign up. Hold your sign up. You're done. 146. You're done.
Also,
We're starting over.
Any or all items, autograph, no charge.
All right. Who would like to pay $1,000 for this item? Who would pay 1,000? Not you. Anyone else? Anyone else? All right. Dude. I'm going to start it again. We're going to do this one more time. All right? $200. Who would like to bid $200? Anyone? $200. Thank you. 300, 400, 500? We have 500 right there. Do we have 600? No one at 600. 600 right there. Thank you, sir. Do we have 700? We're at 600. All right. No one else. Why are we only at 600 now? 700 in the back, number 126. 700, thank you very much. $800 right here, thank you very much. 800, number 187. Do we have $900? 900, 800 is the current bid, we're looking for 9. 800 is the current bid. Anyone for $900? 900 on the right, number 113, thank you. We're at $900. Looking for 1,000 to throw in the hat? $1,000, throw in the hat. We're at 900 right now. 900 going once. 900 going twice. Sold for $900. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Peter's cap? That is some 80s shit right there. All right. Coming in on the end here. Does it seem like I'm losing my patience? Sorry, guys. I'm just tired. We'll get through this. Okay, next item up, PlayStation demo unit from Classics. It's just a regular PlayStation, like a gray PlayStation. Thanks, Jeff. That's helping. That's good, I like it. This is a kiosk unit. It's the stickers, the original stickers are pulled off, but it does have the little dongle that would go to the reset switch. Corey, I don't have a starting bid. You care what I started at? Okay. $20 for that. 20, 30, 40, 50. Still got 2, 60, 70. That's 70 right there. 70 going once. 70 going twice. We're sold it for $70. All right. Thank you very much. Toby's going to step in and help me with this one.
So this is a official Nintendo release from Brazil of Super Spike V-Ball and is it World Cup Soccer together on one card. I guess it's the only other gold official Nintendo cartridge besides Zelda and I guess the gold NWC card. The box has nothing to do with it. Someone just threw that in. It's just a reproduction box. But it's not, it has nothing to do with the Brazilian cartridge. It's a very rare, sought after Brazilian NES game.
But the box is included. Just for funsies. All right.
I better get to see my Brazilian.
Frank, are you here tonight? He's in the back. We're going to start the bidding on this item at $50. Let's see, 50, we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. So got a few up, 120, 130, 140, 150. So got two. Got two in the back. Okay, I'm at 150 and that is are you bidding 150, the person on the right? No. 150 there, I'm looking for 160. 150, number 221, looking for 160. Behind I got 160, and now I have 170 right here. I have 180 in the back, 180, number 221, 180. 190 here, number 129. 200, and now we have 210 in the front, now we have 220 in the back. 220 is the current bid for this item. 220 is the current bid. 220 going once, 220 going twice. Sold for $220, number 221. Thank you very much for your bid. Okay, next item up are two posters from Mark Erickson. They're Space Harrier and UN Squadron posters. Mark Erickson is the original designer of the box art for these games. And he has these prints he sells out at our show, and he donated these to us to auction off for PRGE. They have these certificates on the back. And it's the original art from Mark Erickson from those two boxes. We're going to start bidding on these at $20. So I have 20 from anyone? $20 for the prints. I saw 20 there. Do I have 30? 30 there. Looking for 40. 30. Got 40. Number 119. $40. 40 going once. Got 50 here. $50 is the current bid. 50 going once. 50 going twice. And we were sold for $50 right over here to number, what was your number over there? 129. Thank you for that bid. Okay, next item up is a Halo 2600 cart. Halo 2600, of course, a 2600 game, but a version of Halo created for the 2600 by Ed Fries. And Ed, are you still here with us? I don't know if he was able to hang out. But Ed was here earlier. This is the CGE edition. So this game was released at a Classic Gaming Expo, and there was a limited run done at that time. And this is from that run. We were all, Gerald and I was there with him at that show, and he purchased that. And then Ed has signed it on the back. So this is the original first run, the Halo 2600 game, and signed by Ed Fries. We're going to start the bidding on this awesome item at $100 on this. $100 on the Halo part, and I have it right there, number 180. Look for 110. For 110. Got $100 on this cartridge. 100 going once. Got 110 over here. Looking for 120. I got 110. Looking for, and I got the 120 right there, number 180. 120. 130 over here. 130 is the current bid. Looking for 140 now. 130. Looking for 140. 130 going once, and I have it right here. I got 140 now, number 111. Looking for 150. 140 going once. 140 going twice. And we are sold to number 111 for 140. Next item up here is a store plaque. This is what a store would have gotten for selling 1 million copies of Fable for Xbox. So it's an award that Nintendo would have provided to a store for doing this. It's made of metal and plastic construction. It's not a cheap thing. It's actually made of like billet aluminum, it looks like. It's got some information about it in the bag there. Again, a store plaque for selling 1 million, or would have been given to a company that sold 1 million copies of Fable or Xbox. This is from Hans, right here in the front. And Hans has told me cash only on this item, so okay. We'll go $20 on this, $20 on this plaque. We got 20 there, looking for 30. 20 here, 30 here, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay, we're at 180 in the back, 185. We're at 180. I have another number over here, so we're at 190. Now we're at 200. $200, 210, 220, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 260, 270 over here, 280 on the right. We're now at 280 on the right, 185, $280, 280, going once, 280, going twice. Is that a bid? Okay, we're at 290 now. And now we're at $300. $300. Number 185. $300 is the current bid. $300 going once. Now we're at 310. 310. 320. 320. Doesn't even hesitate. 330 over here. 340. No hesitation. 350. 360. 360. There. No. 360 going once. 360 going twice. And we are sold for $360.
Sold for 360.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. Except that wasn't a 360 game. I ruined it for you. Next item up is a embossed plastic hanging Nintendo logo dealer display sign. It's the corner from Toby Whitfire. It's right there. This is his sign. It's double-sided. It's about 50 inches wide. It has two mounting holes at the top for hanging. Would have hung in your store or in a shop window, most likely. Again, it's plastic, but pretty substantial. We're going to start the bidding on the sign at $100. $100, $125, $150, $175, $200. $300, $325 from anyone? We're $300 right there. $300, number 108, $300. 300. Looking for, I got $325 here, looking for $350.
Hey, 350.
Got $350 over here, we're looking for $375. We're at $350. Anyone else want to go $375, $350? We're now at $375. $112, $375 is our current bid. $375 going once. I got a new bidder in the back at $400. $400 is the current bid. Okay, there he is. $400, number 185. $400 up for $425 to move on. $400 going once. $400 going twice. Sold for $400, number 185. All right, next item up is an Axelon Tech Force computerized strategy action battle set. This thing is awesome. So Axelon was a company owned by Nolan Bushnell, obviously who founded Atari, offers high-tech robots that respond to screen patterns and maneuver against each other across the living room floor as part of the action on the screen. And I actually found this article in People magazine from 1987 that was talking about, so the new trend was supposed to be kids playing with toys that would interact with shows on TV, and this was supposed to be part of that trend. And it says, Axelon's Tech Force and Moto Monsters, and then it says $250 in parentheses, so that would have been $1987. These computerized robots fight in battle plans programmed by the children. When the show is on, a TV opponent will play against the child, sending robots around the living room floor while the child tries to block the opponent's moves. So this is that whole system. This is some Nolan Bushnell action here. So he did, after Atari, he did like the Androbots, and so he's really into robotics. So he created this toy line too at that company.
It's for Christmas. The robot toy dad wanted Christmas.
So he's got an interesting piece of trivia from Hans here. He said that these robots were eventually withdrawn from the market because they were designed with the same pattern as Legos, so you could snap Legos to them, and so Legos sued them for it. Very interesting piece of trivia. Bushnell don't give a fuck. All right, this item is from Lee Kruger, and Lee, I don't know if you're here. No? So we'll just handle that for him. We're going to start the bidding on this item at $100. There's 100. I got 100 in the back. I'm looking for 110. $100. Looking for 110. Got 110 here. 120. 130. 40. 150. 150 on that toy. 150. No. 150 going once. 150 going twice. Sold for $150 right there. So what's your number one more time? 160. Awesome. Oh, I did, didn't I? I'll do it right now. Okay, next item up is a Pokemon dealer display banner from Retro Game and Toy Exchange. Gerald Pasquale, are you, Gerald, where are you? Gerald, still here? Gerald, are you still here? Am I missing you? Raise your hand real loud, real high. Gerald? No?
I think I saw him leave.
Okay.
Patted me on the belly on the way out.
Okay. Yeah, you'll have to settle up with Gerald tomorrow on it. Right there. Okay. For original Game Boy Pokemon Red and Blue, it's double-sided, designed to hang from the ceiling. Let's go $40 on this. 50, 60, 70, $100, and for 110, 120, 130, still got two up at 130, and there's still one up. We're at 130 right there, number 147, 130. 130 going once. Is that a bid back there? 140 in the back. Looking for 150, we got it here. 160 over there, 170 over here. You guys legit bidding or no? We're at 170, number 147. That's a bid. I'm gonna go 180, 190. We're at 190, number 147, 190. 190 going once, 190 going twice. And we are sold at 190, number one. All right, final mystery box. 2 more items, unless we may have forgotten some stuff, and we'll get it in here. But we're gonna do this last mystery box. Who can give $100 for this mystery box? I got 100. Do I have 110, 120, 150? Put it down when you can't stand it anymore. 180, 200, 220. $300, number 108. I got $300. 300 going once. 300 going twice. I got 310 over here. We'll go 310 for 320. 310, 320. I got 320, looking for 330. 320, 108 at 320. Got 330 over here on the left. 340 back over here on the right. We're at 340. 350 on the left. 350 is the current bid. Looking for 360. We do have 360. 360 going once. 360 going twice. Sold for 360. Did you? All right, let's crack this baby open. Communist Mutants from Space. Sealed game. 3,800 pole position. Bunch of sealed Atari games. What's the sealed Atari stuff? Now you've seen all these lots. This came from the collection of John Hardy from National Video Game Museum. The War Games is on a DVD. Awesome. Star Raiders. What else we got in there? A couple of hats. Got Altered Beast hat. National Video Game Museum hat. A couple more sealed games. Space Harrier. Games like, what's the book? More sealed games. Another cup from National Video Game Museum and a decal or magnet. Mario poster. All right, and there is one more. You looked all through the box. There is one more item here that you get also, which is this retro USB. one more item, but real quick. So we did have this Nintendo neon sign, so Josh has actually decided he's had some cold feet. He's not going to put this item in the auction, but it will be at his booth tomorrow.
Well, raise your hand if you bid on the sign. Raise your hand if you bid on the sign.
Take it up with him.
You really want this sign? It's the only neon sign that's been in this auction, and a lot of people are waiting for it.
Yep.
If I see a couple more hands, maybe we can convince him.
Hey, if he doesn't want to auction, I'm not going to
Who would
auction.
pay more than $500 for the sign? Keep your hand up.
It sucks for you, Josh. Next time.
All right, moving on. Last item is Commodore SX64. SX64 is a portable Commodore 64 unit. Has a built-in disk drive. One of the first kind of luggable computers. So the whole unit all in one. Does have the super rare and hard to find and always missing keyboard cable is included in there. Who's the owner of this item? Are you here? Raise your hand. Okay. Does it all work as far as you know? So one thing I noticed about this is that there's a disk storage slot above the disk drive, and inside that slot are 2 toggle switches. We have no idea what they do. It's a mystery. So he turns on, he boots it up, it plays just fine, but we don't know what those are. We know a lot of people modded their 64s for different purposes. We don't know what they are. So your mileage may vary if you were to purchase this. See the little switches in there? Mystery switches. No, he withdrew the neon sign from the auction. I know, yeah. Yeah, so the owner of it's right over there made that decision. So Josh and a lot of people waited for the sign. All right, any other questions on the Commodore?
Commodore 64 SX, the small dip is not protected.
Couple minutes.
Guaranteed it'll work. It's got the hard to find cable. It's ridiculously hard to find.
All right. So let's go. The starting bid on this item is $150. So we have $150 from anyone. I have it right here. And then in the back I have 160, and I have 170 there, and I have 180, and I have 190, 200, 210, 220, 220, 230, 240, 240 right there, 187, 240, 240, 240, and we have 250 over here on the left. I have 250 now, the Commodore SX. 250 going once. 250 going twice. Right there, 260. We're at 260. Look for 270 to go forward. We do have 270 right now. Man, I'm running out of voice. 270 is the current bid. 270 going once. 270 going twice. Sold for $270. All right, so I've been told that the neon's back in the auction. Oh, can the winner of the Commodore SX hold up your number for us? Who won the Commodore? The 181 right there. Yeah, thank you, sir. All right, auction. The neon sign is back in the auction. We are starting. That's great. A little low. We're going to start bidding at $500 on that sign. $500, and I have the bid in the back. We're at $500. Would anyone care to bid?
This is really nice.
So we'll go by 25. So 525 right there. Do we have 550? I saw it, and then 575 right there. 600. I still see 3 up. 625. I see 4 up. 650. 675, 700, 725, 750, I see all 3 of them. 775, you want to plug it in? 800, we're at 800 right now. 825, 850, $875, $900. We saw 4 bidders at $900. $950. $1,000. I'm gonna hold it at $1,000. There's 4 interested parties at $1,000. We're gonna plug it in. While they're doing that, I want to say thanks to everybody for hanging in here with us. This has been a real tough one. I have fun doing this. Thank you all very much. I really, really appreciate it. That looks great. Fantastic. Beautiful. All right. So we're at $1,000. Everyone who's interested in this item at that price, please hold your card up so I know who's still interested and I can watch for you. So I see 3 cards right now. So I'm going to go $1,100, $1,200, $1,300. We have a card down here. I have $1,300 for 2 people. 13. We're going to go to 14, 15. Okay, a sign went down, so we're at 15 right now for number 239. $1,500, and the hand's back up, so we're at 16 there. We're at 16, number 222. We're at 1,600. 222 and 1,600. 1,600 going once. 1,700, number 118. We're at 17. Is the sign still up in the back? We're at 17 here on the left. 1,700. 17 going once.
Anybody need to see closer look?
17 going twice. And we are sold at $1,700. Thank you very much. Josh, thank you for putting that item in the auction. I appreciate you putting that in there. 1,700 was the final bid. Oh, who was it? It was a gentleman right over here, number 118.